I can't stop touching my hair. I'm like one of those weird girls that just like has to be brushing her hair, has to be touching her hair. Like I can't stop. This hair is so silky and so smooth from the top all the way down to the bottom. My hands just glide on through and it feels so luxurious. That is everything you want when you buy a wig. This Avis wig in particular is from the Salon Colorist collection. So what that means is that they took their time and really paid attention to the coloring techniques. Now, what's really cool about both of these wigs actually, and they have something in common, is the dyeing technique that was used. So I'll kind of switch ways so you can have a different view here. But essentially, it's called gradient dyeing. What happens here is that the color gradually lightens from the roots to the tips, creating like that natural sunlighted effect, that balayage look. The brighter highlights are concentrated, I'm finding, mainly in the upper and middle sections, and this adds quite a bit of depth and dimension. So I really do have two different colors here. Avis is more of, I'd say, a warmer blonde tone, although online they call it a cool light ash brown, which it definitely has some brown in there, but I would say because of all the highlights, to me it feels more like a blonde blend. So that's how I personally would describe Avis. And then in contrast to that, if I was just to use simple terms, I would call this wig sitting more brown with blonde highlights. But really that's because it's got more of the ashier tones in there, that it's actually coming across to my eye more brown, like more, you can see the difference, right? But it's not called brown on the website. It's actually called light taro color balayage. And I love taro. I love the taro drinks. I also grew up in Hawaii, lived there for 10 years, and I drank and ate taro. So I'm a fan of taro. I like that they call this taro. I think that's really cool. And I can kind of see it. This wig here, Alyssa, it's seamlessly blended, guys, with soft gray tones and cooler, ashier blonde highlights. And again, it's using that balayage effect that we all know and love. So what I see from Alyssa here is that it's really got that natural sort of sun-kissed effect. Really natural hair is Alyssa. The Alyssa wig, and I'll throw it on in a second, but it's really going to be perfect for people who prefer a more cool toned wig. If your skin is leaning more cool, if you really want like that elegant, sophisticated look, like I can see Avis being really great for you. There is definitely depth and dimension in this wig. It's not like it's a solid color and it looks unrealistic. Both of these wigs, they just shine. Like they just look so realistic. Like I grew this hair. Avis has a light ash brown base and it's been enhanced with hand painted ash blonde and platinum highlights. And online they actually talk about like the autumn sunlight, casting a warmth kind of glow on your hair. And I can definitely see that for Avis. So because each product has been handcrafted, individually hand dyed, the color is just excellent. The absorption of color and the durability of color. What this means is that the dyed colors are more vibrant and longer lasting while still keeping the hair super smooth and natural. And I feel that here, guys. Not only that, but this lace front is honestly impeccable. And I haven't had to do anything. So let me lift this lace just so you can see. And then as soon as it's been put down onto my forehead, it just disappears. Like you can't see it anymore. And then you have ear tabs. I love ear tabs. On all my synthetic wigs, I need ear tabs. On all my human hair wigs, I need ear tabs because it's just going to allow your wig to sit so beautifully and so perfectly and securely on your head when you wear it out in the wind. I'm just wearing a wig grip underneath, guys, and you're gonna feel secure and confident. I did not glue these wigs on my head, and you do not have to. Girl, you do not want to always be gluing your wigs onto your head. It takes time. Like, who's got time for that every single morning? And it's messy. Like, when you take it off, you gotta wash your hair, wash your head, wash your wig. Like, I can't be bothered. That's why I need a good ear tab. And these wigs have those ear tabs. So you've got the ear tabs, you've got clips if you want to use them. I don't use them, but you can. You can tuck it up under your wig grip or even into your hair if you have hair and you want to do that. The other thing is it has a band. Thank goodness for the band. I love bands because it holds that forehead of the hairpiece, the lace front, totally flat against your forehead. That's what makes it secure when it's glueless, among, the help of the ear tabs. Those two together, the band and the ear tabs, they work kind of hand in hand, and they really make your wig wearing experience that much better. I love bands on human hair wigs. It's also got adjusters at the nape of the neck. You can make it tighter or looser depending on the circumference of your head. I'm a petite circumference. I'm 21 inches typically. It's got a gorgeous lace top. This is your parting space. You can part your wig in any direction, guys, and you're not going to run into any sort of wefts until you get to the back of the wig, and that's where it has been wefted. So it's not completely hand-tied. There's wefts at the back, which is fine, and I don't mind because we have just a massive lace top and lace front. So any sort of parting you can do. You do not have to worry about anybody, seeing like any sort of wefting. No. You are good. This wig is long, just like the Alyssa wig that I'm going to show you here in a second. Let me just get up close and just really show you how this shines. Guys, look at how this shines. I can't get over it. It's just so silky and smooth. It's so stunning, so beautiful. Human hair wig, so you can straighten it like I did, or you can curl it, you can wave it, you can really do anything with it. And that part, look at that part. It's so good. Nothing needs to be done. You will literally get this wig, plop it on your head, and it'll be done. With Alyssa, you literally have the exact same cap construction as Avis. So again, the massive lace top, lace front, that's stunning. Let me show you how quick this is to put on too. So literally you just take the band and you're gonna put it over your little ponytail at the nape of your neck there. And because it has ear tabs, this wig just flies on and it's just ready to go that quickly. All right, and here we are. This is Alyssa. This one, I've really done up a little more, given it a little more volume, kind of like poofed it out. Just so you could see the difference between a flattened wig that like really sits flat against your head and then one that's been waved. With these wigs, they feel light on your head. It's great quality human hair. You can make it lie completely and totally flat like I did with Avis, or you can curl it and make it have lots of body, make it floofy if that is your style too. You can do anything with these wigs and it's so easy, and because of the type of hair it is, the Chinese hair, it holds the style so well. I had no issues curling it or waving it in this case. I had no issues straightening it, and every time I change the style, it just holds. Don't even have to add hairspray. This hair is just great. That is the purpose of me showing you both of these wigs, because they are sort of a contrast to one another. They are not the same. The cap is the same, the quality of the hair is the same, but the color is totally different. And not only that, but you can get them in different lengths. So you can either choose 18-inch or 22-inch. The cap size on both of these is considered to be an average, but I don't have an issue wearing it. Like I said, I'm petite. If you had a larger head circumference, I don't think you would have an issue either. The wig would just feel a little tighter on you. That's typically why brands and companies like to make cap sizes in average, because it'll fit the majority of people. And then for us smaller heads, we have to tighten it. And for us larger heads, we just loosen it. But it's really geared to fit everybody. Because I've waved it, it feels thicker than that because I've given it some body and I put product in it. It feels more like 150, I would say, to 180, if I'm being honest, which doesn't bother me. Like, I've poofed it up on purpose just to show you the possibilities that you can do with your own wigs at home. You can change your wig depending on who you are, what your style is, what you're feeling for the day, what you're gonna wear to work. Avis, because I've really straightened her down, she's feeling not as thick as Alyssa at this moment, but there's still enough hair here, guys. Both of these wigs, they're gorgeous. There's enough hair on both. You never have to worry about a weft showing at the back. In fact, let me turn around and show you what this wig looks like. This Alyssa wig is also part of that salon colorist collection. So that means, again, they've really taken their time to create this balayage effect. The whole goal and the purpose of these wigs is to make them look as realistic and as natural as possible so that anyone can just plop the wig on their head and they're ready to go for the day. You don't need to worry about gluing down. You don't need to worry about, oh, I thought this was going to be a pretty color and was going to look natural, and then I received it and it just doesn't, and now I don't feel good about it. You don't have to worry about that sort of thing with Raregen because everything has been taken into account. And not only that, if you do have a concern or you have a question, reach out to them. They're so quick with their responses. They're so polite. They're so engaging, and they really, really try to help and understand their clientele. The worst thing you can do if you're somebody out there who's struggling with hair loss, or just, maybe you wear wigs for fun, but if you're someone out there who's looking for a human hair wig that looks extraordinarily real, don't sit on it. The only way you're gonna know if a wig is for you is if you put it on your own head. And I know that that can be scary. It used to be so scary for me, but now I take the plunge all the time because for me, well, I wear wigs all the time. So if you're anything like me and you wear wigs every day and it's kind of your thing now, then don't be afraid to dive into something that you think you're gonna love, because this is to empower you. This is to make you feel good about you and to bring confidence back to you and your own life. When I put on this Alyssa wig, I feel beautiful. I feel empowered. I feel like I have gorgeous hair. And isn't that the point? I feel as though I grew this and I just feel so good in it. And that's how I want you guys to feel. That's why I made this channel. That's why I sit here for a while just talking about wigs and showing you the amazing beauty of them. And when a company does something really well, I want you to know about it, because this will ultimately, change lives. When you feel good, you go out into the world and you start doing your thing like you're you and acting proud to be you. And that's what I want for all of us. Because it's the lace top, you can part this anywhere. I've styled it down though, so this will be a little challenging for me to kind of move that part around, but you totally can. And in fact, I recommend when you get your wig to make your own style, make your own part, because you can easily do it and then just flatten it down. What I like to use is a wax stick to make those flyaways, if there's any. Like when you create a new part, sometimes you get flyaways, and so I just use a wax stick to make that go down a little more. And then your part will stay exactly where you've made it. And then you're gonna start feeling a little more like you when you've created a part that you're just obsessed with. The link to this Alyssa wig and the Avis wig will be down in the description for your convenience if you wanna go ahead and check it out. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you take care of yourself. Bye guys.